Well, hello people, it's Peter here, and yeah, I'm down in the old man shed on the 21st of November at 4:30 in the afternoon, not the evening, the afternoon, but it's dark out there already, and it's flipping cold out there, alright, so the noise, if you can hear a noise in the background, is because I've got the old heater going, just to, you know, get the warm the shed up to a temperature comfortable, which is not too bad because it's getting up to about 17 or so degrees, but it's taken, I've been down here for a good hour or plus. I mean, the shed being small, it doesn't take that long to warm up, but I don't want to, you know, this is not going to be a running session, guys, because I've not been down here running trains, because you know, I do think myself now, I want to warm up stuff before I start running it. I mean, even this, the old hand controller, you will see a video in a minute of the little 08 shunter going around. But before I started using this controller, I had it next to me, so like body temperature's got this warm, because this is very cold to touch when I come down to the shed, and you know, because it's only rubber buttons and everything, they sometimes don't work properly if it's very, very cold. I've noticed that in the past, so I don't operate it if it's really, really cold. And you know, gauge masters say themselves, they say don't operate it in sort of like, you know, really extreme temperatures. Okay, so I waited until the shed itself was warmed up a little bit, this against me, body heat warming it up, and the base station not too bad because that's underneath the layout, doesn't exactly, it's not out in the open getting freezing cold, but yeah, anyway there's no problem. But so this is not a running session. This is, I suppose, you could sort of say the Plasser 12-ton crane Mark II, alright? This is the video that the last video should have been, alright? Because as you know, the last video showing off the new EFE crane, 12-ton crane that they've come out with, EFE Backman. But although I bought one in the Fastnet colours or liveries, which is like a maroon, and there was two BR yellow versions, alright, and that was it, okay, no other announcements. So I bought the maroon, thinking to myself, oh well, it's not what I really wanted, I wanted the Balfour BT one, but hey ho, it is what it is. Week later, oh, there's the Balfour BT version come out, and I thought, oh, you little whatsits. So yeah, you know, luckily it hasn't broken the bank, but I've gone and got that one. Alright, so that's what this video is about, showing you, recapping again from the last video, showing you the crane. I mean, it is a great model, there's no getting away from it, it's good. But it compares very, very well, or my old resin model compares very, very well to the new, you know, to this new release. And so I'm going to be running them side by side. Alright, so I've just done a couple of minutes worth of filming, showing you the two side by side, this time being in the same colour scheme, and what I've had to do to both of them so that I can, you know, it looks even better that they're running together, okay, because there is slight differences. I mean, they're both of the crane itself. There's, you know, if I can dig them out, I'm going to put pictures up showing you the EFE version in real life. There was that version, and the Hatton's version that in real life, you know, that's what it sort of progressed to looking like. So, but you know, they both are how correct as to what they were done. So yeah, so I was going to do that. So, so that's it, guys. I'm going to go back in. I mean, although I'm not freezing as such, it's you know, it's too cold now to be making videos. So there's nothing else really to speak of. But that's it. All right. So yeah, unless something else, you know, groundbreaking turns up. Yeah, I'm not down here making videos as such. But because this is like a new release and all the rest of it, and I thought, oh yeah, that's good. Why they didn't announce it with the other three when they released them? No idea. Okay. Oh dear. Would you have? I mean, yes, I wouldn't have bought the other one had I known they was going to do that. I would have waited another week. It was only a bloody another week, wasn't it, before they announced it, and I, you know, would have quite happily have waited. But yeah, hey ho, is what it is. Right. All right. So that's it, people. Love and leave you. I'm going to go back in and I was getting this video together. All right. But I hope you're all doing fine. You know, I don't think there's many of us getting down to the sheds or up in our lofts, because the weather's really turned at the moment. So it's going to be a while, isn't it? But anyway, I hope you're all well, and you all take care of yourself, and I'll see you when I do the next one. Alright guys, so bye bye for everybody for now. Bye bye from Dan in the old cold man shed. But it's not as cold as it is outside. Ta-ra people, bye bye. Right, so here we go, take two. I'll give you the Plasser 12-ton crane in the Balfour BT scheme, which needless to say is what I was really after when the EFE Rail released the other three versions, the British Rail Yellows 2 versions and the Fastnet Maroon. Yeah, I wouldn't have bought it, let's face it, I wouldn't have bought that one had I known that the EFE Rail were going to release the crane in Balfour BT colours. But hey ho, there you go. It's done now. I'm happy I got it. You're seeing it side by side with the resin kit. I will be running these two together as an engineering train, because this resin kit, although it's much simpler, it's still got lots of detail on it. It still holds its head up high against the now new mass manufactured model. So got no problems at all with running them side by side. They are different guys, okay? Let's just I've got it showing you on this side, but I will turn it around as well in a second. There is photographic evidence. Someone's posted a picture showing the EFE Rail version looking exactly like this one, in as much as it's got a handrail attached to the hydraulic tanks and mechanisms and everything. And you've got no handrail actually on the side of the frame here itself. You've got some, you've got a barrier there. You've got something there to help you, you know, to climb up steps. All right, but no barrier here. As you can see, there is a barrier. Okay, I had to attach this myself to this model because, as I say, it was a resin kit, and I put some enhancements onto it to make it look even better, I hope. But nevertheless. So this has now got the handrail, different to that one, and yet this one has got photos looking like this on what was the Hattons website when Hattons announced they was going to do this crane. As well as the CAD drawings showing it looking like this, there was also photos showing the crane, you know, having the handrails on it, and you know, one thing and another. So there is a difference between the two cranes, but they're both correct. The only thing I've done to this one is I've painted the ends of the axles yellow. It's in the maroon colour, which was correct, but for my purpose with running them together, I had to paint it yellow because this one had yellow, so I wanted them to look the same. I didn't want having maroon end caps on this one, you know, when this one's got yellow, so I painted these yellow. And this one I've also painted the wheel edges white, because this has got white rimmed wheels, so I've done the same with that one. So they've both had a little bit of enhancements in order to, so that they can both be the same as it were. Okay, but smashing model. Yeah, again I've picked out the hydraulic pipes in black because they're all moulded in white. You know, whatever colour you've got, it's either going to be yellow, maroon, or in this case is white. You know, and they're hydraulic lines at the end of the day, so I thought no, I'll pick them out in a bit of black paint. So that's been done, and that's it. And of course all the detail is done. All the fixed all the air pipes here is fitted with hunt couplings, and as you can see, the air pipes I've not had to cut them down, because the hunt coupling doesn't get in the way when it goes round corners. Even at the other end you'd think, oh, it's going to turn round and interfere with it. Well, no, it doesn't. Even on the second radius curve there's hardly any movement in the coupling, and so I've got the air, you know, the pipes in their entirety. And I used another hook that I had in my spares box because I didn't like the plastic moulded one that came with the crane, so that's been replaced. But otherwise that's it. So yeah, so what, you know, yellow wheel ends, and you can see the hydraulic pipes there have been picked out in black. Okay, so let's show you the other side. Hold on. Right, okay, so now from the other side. So again, this is the resin kit, this is the EFE model. The resin kit, yeah, the hydraulic lines to the mechanisms of the for the jib I had to attach to it, otherwise that's it. Nothing at all, you know, this is as it is from EFE rail. Really good, apart from, as I say, painting the yellow axles, or end caps, I don't know what they're called. But there we are. So very good crane, as I say, highly recommended. No, I wouldn't have got the Fastnet version had I known that they were coming out with this one. Why they didn't announce it at the same time as the other was announced, the conspiracy theorists in me, or people, will probably think to themselves, oh yeah, because they knew they wouldn't sell the other versions. No, I don't think so, because you know, I obviously wanted the Balfour Beatty because I do, well, not quite up to date, because it means I can't say that I do current modelling now, but certainly up to the 2021s, whereas this scheme is running. But obviously other people, you know, they do want the network rail yellow, and you know, maybe the Fastnet maroon. Okay, because you know, they don't do the era that I do. But I'm getting left behind because my, as you know, over there, my rail operators groups, you know, they've changed. Even Andromeda, the latest one from Curacao, that's now got the circuit board livery wrap, and I think it's like in a green colour. And one of the other, you know, Cassiopeia over there shouldn't be in the old Phoenix scheme, because again it's got a wrap that looks like the what they call the circuit board livery, like the 47 there. So I'm not bang up to date anymore with Torridon Road, because you know, the real world is leaving me behind as well. But hey ho, there we are. Right, so I'm going to get this train running to go. So what I did now, if you follow Torridon Road, you would have known that the resin crane was the very last thing to be running, and I had the box van, where are we, sort of coupled up to it, but on the other way round, obviously, because the box van has all the electronics for the Nender train lamp that was on the back of the crane. Well, now, because I want to run the two cranes together, and I'll show you that, doing it in a minute, let's just uncouple it. I've taken off the box van, done all the electrics now, so there's the electrics, and there's the pickup on the back wheels there, and then the wires going into the thing, and then there's the still flashing away because there's a stay alive. I cut the coupling off the bogie, or the wheel, where the wheel is, because it was quite an unsightly affair. I think it's still there, but you see I glued a movable hunt coupling onto the back there. This is all the sort of things I get up to, right? Although you've got movement of the wheel itself, of the axles, I also want a little bit more movement on the coupling. So this, you know, hunt couplings do these things, but of course, you know, I've just super glued it, cut it down, super glued it onto the bottom of this wagon, so that it goes round couplings, but it goes round the track. But at that end now, so there was nothing there. And just to give it a bit of detail, I've put a screw link coupling on the back there, a real one, you know, not a real one, but a metal one, not a plastic one, just to give it a bit of detail, because there's nothing there otherwise. And so now that is the end of the train now, so I can have the two cranes together, or the one crane, but whatever I do, I can have it just attached to this now, going around, to make it the engineering train. And that's what you're going to see in a second. Alright, so let's do that. And then that's it, because it's cold. And of course, what I can do if I want to have something in front of the two cranes, I've got my other wagon that I can quickly slip in. That you know, attaches to the, make it slightly different again. Make sure it's on. Yeah, all butts up. So now we've got a wagon in front on top of the two cranes. And I can do, you know, or I can take one of the cranes off, and but there we are. So we can have sort of like even more of like a reason that we needed a crane, because we've got to lift stuff out. Yeah, just go on. There we are. But they really do look great. And of course with the old wagon now at the back, instead of, because before, until I uncoupled it from the crane, hardwired it, because it had the wiring going all the way through to the crane, and so they could never be separated, but now they are, because it's a self-contained unit. I can do all manner of formations with it now. One crane, two cranes, another wagon in front, and so on and so on. Well, there we are, guys.